John from Geo Ventures Outdoors, and today I've got a really fun video for you. Several weeks ago, Tom from Knife Delights purchased this elk ridge small stockman, and he did this on a Fun Knife Friday and decided it would be a traveling knife. So what's happening is it's getting sent to several YouTube content creators, YouTube channels, and we're all doing reviews and posting our videos, and so this should be really fun. Tom did an introduction several weeks ago, and then RJ's Knives did the first review. I'll have those links down below to those videos. And you know, when you're traveling, sometimes there are scheduling changes, so there's a little bit of a change in the order of the reviews by channels, and so I'm up next, and this is going to be really great. And with the knife, I got all these stickers, so thank you, RJ. That came in his package, and so I really appreciate that. And I'll tell you who I'm going to send it to here at the end of the video, who's up next. But I've been using this knife here the past day or so, and really like it. It is a small stockman, like I said. It's got this Turkish clip point blade. It says Elk Ridge on the blade, about just a little over 2 inches. I really love the shape of this blade, and I think that's one of the highlights, along with the color of the handle. And you can see the inlay there with the elk there. I think that's beautiful, and those colors are beautiful. The fit and finish seems to be really nice. Nice nickel silver bolsters. RJ thought the steel was probably 3R13 MOV. And so it's an inexpensive knife. I think what I found was on one website about $13 and something. I think Tom spent about $19 on it. So again, I've opened letters with it. I've sliced a tomato. I've sliced an apple. It works well for all those everyday carry tasks. I think this works well as a secondary knife. Nice slip joint if you just want to carry a slip joint someday. Inexpensive. I think this seems to be a really great knife for the money. Not much blade play. It seems really sharp. I like the shape of these blades. Here's the spay blade, and then we also have a sheep's foot, which would be really great for opening packages and that sort of thing. So just a size comparison, this is 3.5 inches closed, and if you compare it with my Tinker, Victorinox Tinker, it is just about the same size in length. And then compare it with another stockman. I really liked RJ's take on that. He compared it with several other stockmans. I'm comparing it here with the Buck 373 Trio. Just a little bit larger there. And I think that's good because this is very comfortable to hold in your hand and to use. I really love the size of this knife. And you can see that compare just the main blades here from the Buck Trio and the Elk Ridge. So you can see quite a bit of a difference in shape. Turkish clip point versus a standard clip point blade. Really love the shape of that blade. Love the color of the scales. So I'm enjoying using that Elk Ridge knife. I think it is pretty cool. I've also got another stockman here. This was a gift from my wife's late aunt, and so you can see just a little bit of a difference here comparing these main blades, just for a little bit of a comparison. So, and as far as the size, this doesn't have a name. This is a no-name knife, kind of a, I think it was probably a souvenir type of knife, but I really like it. It's 440 stainless, has these beautiful turquoise scales. It's very sharp. Compare the size to the Elk Ridge. just a bit smaller in size. But I think the advantage here on the Elk Ridge is the size of that handle. Really gives you a nice grip. So yeah, I think this is a pretty cool knife. I thought since it was a traveling knife and these scales were so beautiful that it needed a leather slip. So when it travels from here on out, it's going to have this leather slip with it. And I believe that the plan is potentially this might be a giveaway in the future. And so I'm going to donate this handmade leather slip. It has a bear on it, not an elk, but it's close. It's a predator probably of elk, but and then it's got these custom stamps, and I've dyed it this light brown color. It turned out really nice, made out of veg tan leather. Got a little bead here, so this will go with this knife on its travels. And Tobias Gibson is up next. And so Tobias, I'll be sending this to you here pretty soon, along with some small gifts of appreciation for your support, and just to kind of sweeten the package here. And so yeah, this has been a really great knife to use. I'm going to use it a little bit longer before I ship it out, but I've enjoyed it. Excels at letter opening, everyday task, cutting fruit. I cut a tomato with it today as well. It'd be great out in the garden for harvesting produce. So I think this is just a fun knife, and this is a fun way to get to know other channels and to support each other. I'll put links to RJ's Knives, to Knife Delights, to Tobias Gibson down below, to their channels, and there will be many other channels that will get this knife, so it would be fun to see this knife make its travels. Thank you very much for watching.